Please like, subscribe, share, and enable notifications for me.
A Boy's Struggle Story Part 1 Background of Poverty. In a distant small town, there was a boy named Xiao Ming, and his growth story is truly moving. Xiao Ming comes from a poor family, where both parents work in a small factory in the town, earning meager incomes. Despite the humble home, it is filled with dreams for the future and a determination to persevere through life. In this town, burdened by the pressures of daily life, Xiao Ming's family carries a heavy load. His parents, laborers in a local small factory, work tirelessly every day, but their meager income can only sustain basic living expenses, let alone any luxuries. The hum of machines in the small factory and the weary faces of his parents become the background music and images of Xiao Ming's upbringing. The small factory in the town is the source of livelihood for the local residents, but reveals a bitter reality. Xiao Ming's parents, in order to support the family, leave early and return late, bearing the heavy burden of livelihood on their shoulders. The crude facilities and noisy machines in this factory become an inseparable part of Xiao Ming's childhood. Life in the small factory is not only busy, but also brings frequent dangers. Operating machines in the factory, Xiao Ming's parents are constantly at risk of accidents. Whenever such crises occur, Xiao Ming's heart tightens, fearing that his parents might get injured in such an environment. Back at home, Xiao Ming encounters a cramped and simple space. Dilapidated furniture, a basic kitchen, every corner manifests the financial constraints of the family. The sunlight filtering through the only window is blocked by simple curtains, as if to shield this constrained life from the outside world's scrutiny. However, despite material lack, this small home is filled with the irrigation of love. Whenever his parents return home exhausted, Xiao Ming always greets them, preparing a simple but warm dinner. Even the simplest meal is a tight embrace for the family. In Xiao Ming's heart, echoes of his family's hard work and perseverance persist. He understands that he comes from a poor family, but he does not feel discouraged. Instead, such an environment sparks his expectations for the future. As night falls, stars twinkle, Xiao Ming silently gazes at the distant sky, carrying a dream in his heart. I will change all of this, and provide a better life for my family. This is the promise Xiao Ming makes to himself deep in his heart. He knows that to have his own sky, he must have strong wings. Thus, he is determined to use effort and struggle to reverse the fate of this impoverished family. In this small town, when raindrops fall on the worn-out roof, Xiao Ming, wearing a raincoat with several patches, holds a half-broken umbrella and steps through the school gate. This raincoat was once his father's when he was young, but after several repairs, it became Xiao Ming's defense against wind and rain. The school library becomes Xiao Ming's second home. Despite its humble environment, he always finds his own quiet corner there. Books on the shelves, whether new or old, are mentors for his soul. Here, he immerses himself in the ocean of knowledge, spending countless nights with one book after another. What's most touching is his dedication to learning even on rainy days. While classmates seek shelter from the rain and the ground near the school gate becomes a shallow puddle, Xiao Ming is unafraid. He resembles a warrior, pushing through the rain, determined to move forward. Xiao Ming, don't be foolish, it's pouring rain. Go home, classmates often advise him, but Xiao Ming just smiles faintly and shakes his head. I still have to study, I can't give up. Although his voice is not loud, it is full of determination. His efforts are not in vain. Teachers witness Xiao Ming's perseverance and are deeply moved. Therefore, the school takes the initiative to provide a relatively quiet study environment, allowing Xiao Ming to focus more on learning. Though still humble, this place is enough for Xiao Ming to immerse himself in the ocean of knowledge. Learning in the rain has become a part of Xiao Ming's diligent struggle. Despite the challenging environment, he ignited the flame of desire for knowledge with a determined heart and countless books. He understood that only through continuous learning could he change his own destiny and the lives of his family. Every day, as the raindrops hit his umbrella, the sound resonates like a testament to his unwavering spirit. Unafraid of difficulties and adversities, he deeply knows that only after the storm, the rainbow will appear. And that glimmer of light will, one day in the future, illuminate his life path. In the small town where Xiao Ming grew up, a shadow of poverty looms over every corner. However, in this impoverished land, Xiao Ming's family radiates a warm glow. While his parents may not provide him with a luxurious material life, they give him endless love and support. Xiao Ming's mother, a kind and strong woman, always starts her day before sunrise. Working at a small restaurant in town, her cooking skills may not be extraordinary, but they carry the unique taste of a mother's craftsmanship. When Xiao Ming returns home from school, the plates of home-cooked dishes always warm his heart. His mother fills their modest home with strength and smiles, making it a place full of maternal love. Xiao Ming's father, a common worker in a factory, has rough hands that work diligently amid the mechanical sounds every day. Despite the hardships, he never complains and silently contributes. Whenever Xiao Ming faces academic challenges, his father is always willing to take the time to teach him. Even with a demanding job, he always finds time to attend school parent-teacher meetings, caring about Xiao Ming's academic progress and growth. Though this family faces economic pressures, they possess a strong bond of familial love. As night falls, family members gather around a simple dining table, sharing their feelings and life moments. Despite being simple, these family conversations are filled with deep emotions. When Xiao Ming encounters difficulties in his studies, his mother patiently answers his questions, and his father provides practical advice based on his experience. While they may not afford expensive tutoring classes, their heartfelt companionship allows Xiao Ming to feel a warm love. Whenever he achieves good grades in exams, the family celebrates each small progress together. However, life is not always smooth. When the father suddenly falls ill and requires significant medical expenses, the already strained family finances become even more burdensome. In this challenging time, the love among family members becomes even more prominent. Xiao Ming resolutely gives up some extracurricular activities to work and support the family. Though the mother worries, she understands her son's intentions and silently supports him. This is a small family that may not have a luxurious life, but it thrives and grows under the nourishment of love. On the day Xiao Ming finally enters university, tears fill the eyes of his family. They know it is the result of the entire family's perseverance, a triumph of the power of love over life's difficulties. In this small family, even though the economic situation has always been tight, love and support act as a beacon, illuminating every dark corner. This family's love becomes the driving force for Xiao Ming's struggle, letting him know that no matter where he goes, he always has a strong support, a home filled with love. Xiao Ming's parents may not provide him with a luxurious material life, but in spirit, they give him immense support. They understand the hardships of life, acknowledging the facts they cannot change, but that doesn't hinder their deep expectations for Xiao Ming. Whenever Xiao Ming returns home from school, his parents are always waiting at the door to greet him. Although the home is humble, every corner is filled with abundant warmth. Xiao Ming's mother is busy in front of the stove, preparing a simple yet heartwarming dinner with the most basic ingredients. His father watches the news nearby, eagerly awaiting his son's return. When Xiao Ming happily shared his school experiences, his parents always responded with hearty smiles and encouraging looks. This family might not have luxurious entertainment or extravagant decorations, but it possessed the most sincere love and expectations. As Xiao Ming prepared to enter high school, the expectations from his parents also escalated. They understood their limitations in providing expensive tutoring fees, yet their expectations never wavered. Whenever Xiao Ming faced academic challenges, his parents were always there to offer encouragement and advice. His mother tenderly said to Xiao Ming, "Remember, Xiao Ming, never be afraid of failure, because every effort is a form of growth." His father, in the evenings, sat with Xiao Ming at the table, helping him organize his thoughts and solving difficult problems. Perhaps he hadn't read many books, but he possessed rich life experience and a deep understanding of the world. "Child, you must understand that knowledge doesn't only exist in books, it requires you to sincerely experience every aspect of life," his father succinctly expressed. The parents' expectations weren't confined to academics, they also encompassed the cultivation of Xiao Ming's character. They hoped he could uphold his original intentions, not be lost in the distractions of the world, and become a person filled with love and a sense of justice. Xiao Ming deeply felt his parents' expectations, driving him to study even harder. As exams approached, he always kept his parents' expectations in mind, unleashing the strongest power from within. On the day of high school graduation, Xiao Ming's grades were not outstanding, but he smoothly entered a well-known university. In that moment, he saw the pride and satisfaction in his parents' eyes, the culmination of their years of effort. Xiao Ming emotionally said to his parents, "Mom and Dad, thank you. It's your support that has brought me to today." His mother smiled and patted Xiao Ming's head, saying, "Child, we just provided you with a little support. Your achievements are the result of your own efforts." His father fell silent for a moment, his eyes showing a hint of gratitude and excitement. In that moment, they knew their child had taken a solid step on the challenging path. The parents' expectations were not just empty words, they were their unwavering support for their son's persistence, their confidence in the future, and most importantly, their boundless love for the family. In this ordinary yet warm home, the parents' expectations acted like a guiding light, illuminating the path forward for Xiao Ming. Xiao Ming's efforts and perseverance finally paid off in the exams. With excellent grades, he was admitted to a university, becoming the first college student in the family. When Xiao Ming received the acceptance letter, his parents tearfully rejoiced. It was the greatest happiness they had experienced in years. Under the weight of this heavy burden, Xiao Ming's family, though impoverished, was rich in love and perseverance. With his effort and determination, Xiao Ming broke free from the shackles of poverty, painting a bright future for himself and his family. This growth story is not just an individual's struggle, but also a family's persistence and the legacy of love.